Valley Club, big news for 2025. Looks like THROG, the Frog of Thunder, is coming to Marvel Strike Force along with the Pet Avengers. We also have some free Miss Marvel Classic Shards next week and some free Jean Grey Shards as well. And it looks like Shadow King's event is also returning. So if you're ready for all of that and more, then Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Happy New Year and welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having an excellent day and I hope your 2025 is off to a great start. We got some brand new data mines to discuss, some free stuff coming in next week's events, and we're discussing it all in this video. And if you do get some value from this video, leave it a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell for even more Marvel Strike Force content on a non-holiday week. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos helping you with all sorts of things in the game. Let's move forward to the data mines from yesterday. Brand new stuff from Brother Quickdraw. Talk about a new character in the Faust, THROG, the Frog of Thunder. We'll go over to MarvelFandom.com to discuss this character, what it could mean for Marvel Strike Force, but also some data mines about an event. And we do have some information for this in this week's blog post. Into the Spotlight, where you're earning dumbbells, Jean Grey orbs, and you need to battle in raids, collect milestone points, a Spotlight raid nodes, and collect allies, apply 6 orb fragments for free claims. This is the Alliance event for next week. We also have the events for the solo event and your quick rumble and everything else. So we'll discuss that in just a little bit, but let's talk about THROG, the Frog of Thunder. He had the power of the God of Thunder as well as his hammer, and ever since that, the Frog, newly dubbed THROG, uses a Yon hammer to protect his clan and stands ever vigilant against any who would threaten them. He is the Frog of Thunder, and he is associated with this team, the Pet Avengers. And if we go further into the Pet Avengers, this is from Earth 97161. We see a few pets from some Marvel characters here. Lockjaw, THROG are the leaders, and the current members, Hairball, Lockheed, Lockjaw, Miss Lion, Redwing, THROG, and Zabu. Lockjaw associated with the Pet Avengers is from Earth 97161. If you look at this, Lockjaw seemingly had the same history as the Earth 616 counterpart. So if we go to their 616 counterpart for Lockjaw, Lockjaw is the pet, the massive dog, the loyal pet of the royal family of the Inhumans. We do just have Medusa added to the game. I'm not sure if the Inhumans are getting a rework, but new version of Lockjaw might be coming with Pet Avengers. Also in the Pet Avengers is Miss Lion from that same multiverse of Earth. And Miss Lion is a small white dog owned by May Parker, aka Aunt May of Peter Parker, Spider-Man. We also have the Earth 97161 version of Redwing, and seemingly has the same history as the Earth 616 counterpart. Although with the Earth 616 Redwing, the pet of Falcon, Sam Wilson Falcon, that Redwing is a falcon, and this Redwing is a parrot. Zabu from a different direction is also part of this team, the Earth 97161. Seemingly has the same history as the Earth 616 counterpart, and the Earth 616 counterpart of Zabu is a big saber-tooth tiger, the pet of Khazar, related to the Savage Land. Now, we did get a vote for Sauron potentially coming to Marvel Strike Force. However, Sauron did lose that vote, so I'm not sure if there's going to be any more relation with Zabu, Savage Land, Khazar. Niles, the cat from Earth 97161, is also part of the team. Very similar to the Earth 616 counterpart, and owned by a character called Speedball. And last but not least, described as Lockheed, part of Earth 97161. Same history as the Earth 616 counterpart, which is a pet of Kitty Pryde, which is kind of already in Marvel Strike Force. Back to THROG, aka Simon Watterson, was a star football player at Mississippi State University, but as far as the powers, Sam Watterson was mystically transformed into a frog due to a witch curse, gained all the abilities associated with the amphibious species, still retained a human intellect and memories, but was unable to converse with humans. He could only communicate with frogs, similar animals. Also, all of the normal Asgardian powers as well from the Mjolnir. So, interesting data mine here. Let me know if you think this could be THROG as a playable character, or is going to be featured like Lockjaw or Lockheed in the game right now as kind of a pet for one of the characters. Moving forward with events coming up next week, we got the brand new month-long milestone event and commanders. This is your battle plan for January 4th through the 10th of January, and we have a new strike pass starting next week. Ancient One is going to be a character featured in that strike pass. We also have a brand new month-long milestone event, Avengers Fitness Challenge. Looks very similar to events that we've had in the past. Unfortunately, doesn't appear that there's going to be a store this month. I did like the candy store, the snow globe store, so hopefully that's something that is returning, but it doesn't seem like it's something that's returning in January. The events that we have, first event is called Stretch Goals. Then we got the Alliance and Web events, Into the Spotlight and Survival Training. The Blitz that's starting on Monday is going to feature leader. Also coming next week, that's not in this advanced copy of the blog, is the Shadow King Trials. January 7th is the date for the Shadow King Trials. And if you don't have Shadow King all the way at 7 stars or still trying to get that Shadow King unlocked, first node, no restrictions. Then it's going to require Illuminati or Captain Britain. Then the global villains on missions 3 and 7. Missions 4 and 8 will require non-mythic brawlers. Missions 5 and 9, mercenaries or undying. You really just need Old Man Logan for this. Mission 6 is Annihilators, and then mission 10 is Illuminati or Annihilators. And then the Quick Rumble Blitz starting next week, Friday, will feature the Inhuman characters. Moving on to the month-long milestone event for January. I love the name of it, Avengers Fitness Challenge. Perfect for me. I love Marvel. I love the Avengers. I love working out and fitness and health. So the name of the month-long milestone events is awesome for me. Now, a little discrepancy from what we see in the rewards and what we see described in the blog post. So the blog post says there will be character shards for Medusa, Miss Marvel Classic, and Jean Grey in the rewards for that month-long milestone event. However, as we're going to go into the chart in just a little bit, see, it's only shards for Medusa. So we may or may not get some extra shards for Miss Marvel Classic next week. Also, some shards for Jean Grey, may or may not get them from the month-long milestone event, but there should be this showcase event going on, so you may get some free Jean Grey shards next week if you're lucky for the event. But let's talk about what the chart shows. And if we zoom in here, we see all the rewards there, including Medusa shards, lots of Medusa shards. So this is probably our phase 2 event. We move on to the side of this. We see that the things that you need to collect is dumbbells, elastic band, stopwatch, headband, and energy drink are the meta items that you need to collect. And as far as what we see from the leaderboard, normal leaderboard here is just some Crimson Gear orb fragments for the top 2,000. Actually, for the top 2%, we see some T2 level 5 ions, that purple gear, getting that all the way through. We're getting some diamond orb fragments, top 2,000. So normal rewards here as far as the leaderboard for the milestone event for January. Now we're gonna get 4 main milestones, 4 quick rumbles, 4 alliance milestone, and a weekly web milestone that repeats 4 times. Unfortunately, it's not based on a store. It is based on spending energy, searching the event energy. All right, big point items that you need to collect: elastic band, stopwatch, headband, and energy drink, and then collecting as many dumbbells as possible. That is the variant item in the month-long milestone. These schedule events, and these are all going to start at 1 p.m. Pacific on whatever dates they're going to start. So the main milestones next week is going to be called stretch goals. Then we're going to get Phoenix Force Fitness, Mental Mastery, Omega training. We also have 4 quick rumble blitzes. The alliance milestone, Into the Spotlight, looks to repeat the same over and over. And I like that they kind of simplify these alliance milestones. Every month is a little different, but you also have to do the same thing every month. And that kind of takes out some of the calculations that you have to do. The web milestone survival training, unfortunately, looks like it's based on spending event energy and not spending stuff in the store, which I did enjoy. So yeah, I did enjoy that for October, November, December. We don't have anything January, but hopefully something is returning in February. Hopefully there is something in January that we don't know about yet that's not tied to the month-long milestone, but no indication of any of that in this blog post. And as usual, every Friday, don't forget to free claim your stuff on the web. What you can get today, all the way till January 4th, 1 p.m., is 500 points for the And a Zombie at the party milestone points, 5,000 snow globes, and 5 Miss Marvel Classic shards. As we move on to the first events for the fitness challenge starting next week, this is going to start on January 6th. This is the main milestone event, Miss Marvel Classics release event. And for this, you're going to need to earn lucky coin currency from the campaign nodes. We don't know the conversion ratio yet, so not sure if this is going to be an easy event or a tough event. Also, battle in Cosmic Crucible, and bonus points for using the Immortal X-Men, and another bonus point section for using Jean Grey as well. We're gonna take a look at the scoring for that in just a little bit. But before we do that, I do want to talk about this web milestone, because as usual, this web milestone will lead into that main milestone event. For this, you're gonna need to spend Uncanny Energy. Uncanny Energy is what you need to spend the energy source for this Path to Uncanny Avengers Showcase event. You can spend it in chapter 1 or chapter 2. If you don't have the characters unlocked, you spend it in chapter 1. If you have some of the characters unlocked, either Jean Grey or Hercules, spending that in chapter 2 and usually getting better rewards from chapter 2. But you're just trying to do the events or the missions for the event, that web milestone. Spending in chapter 1 without the characters unlocked should get you all that. As far as the uncanny energy that you need to spend to max out these milestones, you're getting 10 points per uncanny energy you spent, and you need to average 300 energy per day. You're getting 288 free per day, and you need to average 300. So you do need to do some power core spending. You could do that 50 cores every single day, or you could do like 4 in one day and skip a few days. It's up to you how you want to do it, but you do need to average spending 300 per day to get all of these stretch goals milestone points. You're getting some lucky coins as well. Now doing that, you won't get all of these milestone points. You won't get to this milestone 9 and 10 for this goal, but it will get you to the milestone 8, get all those milestone points and some dumbbells for that main milestone event. And taking a look at the rewards and scoring for the main milestone event, you do have 100 Miss Marvel Classic shards before this elastic band, which is the meta item that you need to collect at milestone 14. 138,000 points is what you need for this elastic band. And if you want to get these extra 30 Miss Marvel Classic shards, you would need to spend and grind a little bit for that. As far as scoring, what we need to do to get all these points, every milestone point you get is worth 1 point. The lucky coin currency from campaign nodes is also worth 1 point. We don't know how much coins we're getting per campaign energy spent though. We do have some calculations of what it needs to be for it to be a friendly event. As far as the Crucible battles, should be easy to get this 45,000 point limit. Should be easy to get this Immortal X-Men and Cosmic Crucible, this 15,000 limit. And if you buy Jean Grey or get lucky with one of her showcase orbs, you can get this 20,000 limit easier, but I'm not gonna use that in the calculations. And like I said, you need to get to milestone 14. That is the elastic band, and that gets you at least 100 Miss Marvel Classic shards. So the points for that you could get from the web, 30,000. Your Cosmic Crucible battles, 45,000. Using Immortal X-Men, even without Jean Grey, 15,000. Should be pretty easy to get to this 90,000 points, but you do need to make up a difference to get to milestone 14 of 48,000 points. That's gonna come from spending campaign energy. Now, like I said, we don't know the ratio of how much orb fragments you're getting per campaign energy spent. You're getting 628 campaign energy free per day. Over the course of 7 days, that is almost 44,000. And you would need about 11-to-1 ratio of orb fragments per campaign energy spent for it to be a friendly event for free-to-play players. However, if you're doing your 4 refreshes per day, you're getting 1 free refresh per day, and you need to spend some cores, 150 power cores for the other 3 refreshes. Or if you do that, that is a little over 11,000 energy per day. Over the course of 7 days, a little over 7,700 energy. And for that to be a friendly event, you would need a conversion ratio of about 6-to-1 for it to be a friendly event of your campaign energy spent for the amount of orb fragments that you could gain. And the Alliance milestone that we have next week is based on playing Spotlight Raid 2, using Jean Grey arrays and collecting Allied Supply 6 orb fragments. Now, previously when we had these raid events, you would get some individual points for these milestones on some of these nodes. Hopefully that's the case here, because if we just look at the limits, that is not enough to get all the dumbbells from this Alliance milestone. So there's a limit of battling the raids, 230 point limit. If you do have Jean Grey or some of your Alliance members have Jean Grey, there's a limit of 60,000. So if you reach both of those limits, that is gonna take you up to 290,000 points, and that does not get you all the dumbbells. It gets you to milestone 13. Does not get you all the milestones from milestone 15. So hopefully when we launch the Spotlight raids, there are some milestone points that you're getting for these events, because as the way it looks now, it doesn't look like it's as friendly as some of the previous Alliance milestones. But we don't have all the information, so hopefully when we do get the Spotlight raids launched, and then when milestones actually goes live, it's not as bad as it looks on the chart. Next week's Quick Rumble Blitz, as we said, will feature the Illuminati characters. And as usual, everything that we said in this blog post, in this video, is exchanged, because everything in this blog post is also subject to change. Hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, leave the video a like. And if you want to see every team in Marvel Strike Force ranked, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your year. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.